really had any interest in proselytizing about this back in 1970 or even the 80s, 70s or 80s. But then suddenly people around 1990 started asking me to go and show up and speak about these matters and to talk about the green measures that I had implemented, and I was happy to do it. But I just did it, and other people then started asking, why do you ride your bike to these events? What's up with that? Why did you take the bus here? Why didn't you just get in the limo like everybody else? And so I did that stuff, and then was eventually, starting in the 90s, around the 20-year anniversary birthday, asked to talk about it. But Rochelle said something very important, very good, about it being a health issue. It is a health issue. All this stuff about clean air and clean water and the toxins that we have to deal with, and we must deal with, it's a health issue. And if you haven't woken up with recent world events, what happened with Tropical Storm Sandy, if you don't believe in climate change after that, I don't know quite what to say. It's real. Top scientists. I was just with James Hansen at NASA and Bill McKibben and Nobel Prize-winning scientists that I know too. They're talking about this in the most severe terms now. No matter what we do, there's going to be some damage already with the CO2 that's out there. We have to act now to mitigate this damage. You have to believe in this now. We have to do it. Lower Manhattan is just that. Lower Manhattan. And South Florida is just a little bit above sea level. The Marshall Islands and the Maldives and Bangladesh, where are these people going to go when this sea level continues to rise? And these are facts that you can be mad about, you can be happy about, you can be ambivalent about, but they are facts. You go to the NASA website, anybody just type in NASA climate. They don't have a dog in this race. They're not getting rich or poor on climate. They just have a readout. It's like the national debt, you know, with a clock like going up. But this is CO2 and the clock is going up. Temperature going up. You know, the sea level going up. Sea ice going down. Worldwide sea ice. These are numbers. Again, you can't tinker with these numbers. They are facts. And if we can't do something about this now, at this point in our history, and begin to take other steps that are sensible steps, I don't know what's going to happen. If we couldn't get it together after the Deepwater Horizon spill in the Gulf of Mexico, when 11 people died so we could have cheap energy. That same year, 19 people died at Massey Coal, so we could have cheap kilowatt hours. People are dying. In World War II, when people died, everybody got together, they collected tires and pots and pans for the metal, and everything that they could, they all pitched in and planted a victory garden. We have to all come together, take every action that we can because of climate change, because of the plastics in our ocean, because of the toxins in our soil, in our water, and in our air. We can do this. And if you want to see what a world looks like without a Clean Water Act or Clean Air Act, you go to Bangkok, you go to Beijing. You want to see if these people in the House of Representatives now in the Senate, this country, talk about how bad the Endangered Species Act or the Clean Air Act or the Clean Water Act. You just go to other countries where they didn't have the wisdom to do that.